Actually, there was one bit I kind of left off. I said I think I can live without it. This heel controller. You can see that it has a rotation and scale information because I scaled it down from being a big circle to a small circle. And maybe yours has location information as well. So I want to, with that selected in object mode, I want to come down here to object, apply uh, all transforms to deltas. And now the scale is 1, and the rotations are 0, and the locations were 0 before, but they're 0 again. So that is makes me happier. And I thought maybe I would uh, connect all these elements to the skeleton, but maybe I want to add IK. Yeah, I guess I probably want to add IK to this knee bone and this arm bone, elbow. I call these, and do the same kind of circle controller. So let's go ahead and do that. So this shouldn't take long. You may want to speed this up, but I'm going into pose mode. I'll grab this elbow. I want to add a bone constraint, and that is IK, inverse kinematics. Um, this goes from the small end and counts back 1, 2. So I want this to be a 2 chain length, and then I want to create a wrist controller. Let's do all of these. I think. So this is my other knee bone. I'll add the bone constraint. I inverse kinematic. Make this go back to 2. This elbow. Add bone constraint. Inverse kinematic. And make the chain length to 2. Again, I'm counting from the small knob here, 1, 2, just like I did from here. So if it's longer, I would count more. Okay, I've got all those, and those are the only adverse kinematics I need. Uh, let's create some controllers. Object mode. Uh, Shift A. And I want to create an empty circle. And I'll put it here at the wrist and scale it down. And I'll name it R wrist, CNTRL. And I'll create a heel. Shift A, empty circle. Scale it down. Heel, CNTRL. And finally, scale it down. Well, it's hard to see. Maybe I have to pull it forward just a little bit. That would be GY. There we go. Scale is S. Okay. And this would be left wrist CNTRL. Oh, I didn't mean to. L wrist CNTRL. Uh, so there's this object, right wrist control, left heel control, right heel, Okay, and then I'll take, I don't guess it matters which order I do this in. I'll take in pose mode. I'll take this bone and take this bone and Control P. No, sorry, it's Alt P. Maybe it's not in pose mode. Maybe it's edit mode. Alt P, yeah. And I think it's important to do it in this order. I don't know, maybe. But I disconnect the bone, and then Alt P, I clear the parent. I'll do this one too. Alt P, disconnect the bone. Alt P, clear parent. Alt P, disconnect the bone. I think I did that. Alt P, yep. Clear parent. And then this bone is going to add a constraint, and I don't see any constraints here, so I think I have to be in pose mode. Yep, and there's the bone constraint tool. And I've got this one selected. I want to say copy rotation, and it's only the Y that I need to worry about. And we'll put this here. And I'll rotate this in object mode. And back in pose mode, I'll also add a constraint to this bone to position, copy position, copy location. And that's the second one here, eyedropper. There we go. And I'll do the I'll zero everything out at the end here, I think. So this is the hand bone. I'm going to, what was it, edit mode? Clear. I already did the clear parent. Okay. So in pose mode, I make this one. I add a constraint. I'll do the rotation first. I only care about the Y, and I'll click on this here, and then I will rotate in object mode. I maybe should have made these circles a little bit bigger, huh? I wonder if if this will help. Yeah. And the position. So back in pose mode. Yeah. I'll add another constraint. I probably should do both constraints before I start rotating the thing, right? So location. And again, I'll use this. Wrist control. All right, let's try it that way. I think that's probably a better way. So this bone has already been deparented and everything. I will add a bone constraint for rotation. I only care about the Y. And then I'll add, well, I won't fix that yet because I don't want to go back into different modes. I'll add the location. Be sure you're getting the, not a stroke or something else, but not the armature, but the actual name of the object. That's why good reason to name these things first. I'll click on this in object mode and rotate around. And then in object mode, I'm going to, I guess I can get all of these in object mode. I'll get them all. I don't want this arm though. these circles. Okay, and I'll say object, apply all transforms to deltas. I'm just going to zip forward in time and make sure nothing is jerked out of place. That looks all pretty good to me. All right, I think I'm very close to being able to parent the character to the armature. I guess I can come back out of this mode. Yeah. I'm going to select all the elements of the character first, holding down Shift. And then I want to create a parent relationship with this thing, with the armature. So I hold down Shift and get the armature too, finally. And then I think it's Control P. Yeah. So armature deform with automatic weights. I believe that is what I want to do. I can see some distortions here, but I think I'm okay. It distorted the shapes just a little bit, but I think I'm going to be alright. I'm just going to stop right here for a moment and check on a couple things. Okay, so I just want to demonstrate something here. This is pose mode. These never turned yellow. Okay, I'm going to undo the parenting I just did. Let's look at these for a second. Pose mode. Right, these never turned yellow. Right, these need targets as well. So we added the constraints to these circles, but we didn't do this targeting bit. So the target for this circle, for this elbow, should be this wrist controller. Yeah. And this one should be this wrist controller. Nope. Yep. And this one should be this heel controller. Okay. That looks better to me. Okay, so I'm just zipping through to make sure nothing has locked out of place. In object mode, I can select this all looks good to me. I'm just going back and looking at the location and scale information for all these bits. Okay, I'm a little bit of a worrier about that. Okay, so let's try it one more time. We still will see some distortion, I think. So I selected all the body parts and then the armature last, holding down Shift. Control P. It says set parent to armature deform with automatic weights. Yeah, we got some distortion. And in fact, if I grab this piece and move, you see there's a lot of weird looking stuff there. So what we have to do is paint the weights. I'll just undo that. So we do have some distortion, and we get crazy distortion when we try to move the thing around, but the next section video is about painting the weights.